This video is on checking and correcting data. As in the last video, we use file, import from library, and get the sleep data from the Mosaic package. Work in pairs or copy the 24 values onto paper because we pretend that's the starting point. Start with prepare, data frame, row name stroke numbers, and tick the checkbox to make it the key variable and press OK. This makes a copy of the row numbers into the first column and calls it row. Later, you will see why. It is always important to look at data before analyzing. For our first check, use prepare, check data, one variable summarize. As in the first tutorial, copy all the variables into the receiver. There are only 3 here, of course, and press OK. The result could be improved because the first variable is of type character. Right-click and make it a factor. Then return to the dialog and repeat. We see there are 12 observations in each group, which is what we expected. There are no missing values. And for the words, the minimum and the maximum look sensible. Checking against the data, we notice the maximum of 21 was from row 7 and from someone in the sleep group. The minimum was from row 17 and from the caffeine group. This time, we are going further. We add another copy of the words variable and then compare with the original. So, use prepare, data frame, insert columns stroke rows, and make a new variable called words2. Right-click and choose select columns. Define new selection, choose the original words variable, click add note and add the condition so that we will see all the columns except the original words variable. Now, enter the data again. Use the data you had copied earlier on paper. We make at least 2 mistakes or it's no fun. Right-click and remove the column selection. Here, you could simply check visually, but we use dialogs that apply to whatever the length of the variables. Use prepare, check data, compare columns. Include the 2 copies and press OK. This reports that there were 2 false values. Now, right-click and use filter. Then, new filter and choose compare is equals to false as the condition. You now only see the rows where corrections are needed. In our case, we had typed 17 as 16 and 14 as 13. We now add a comment to report about the corrections as we make them. Change 16 to 17, then in that cell, right-click and choose Add Comment. In the dialog, add the comment, 17 was mistakenly typed as 16. Then press OK. This starts a new worksheet called .comment with information on the mistake in the data entry. Repeat for the other row. Then, right-click and remove the current filter. This video has shown double entry, which is an excellent way of enabling high-quality data for analysis. The Special Comments sheet provides a report on any corrections or observations about the data. Notice it includes the raw numbers automatically, which is why we used the raw name/numbers dialogs earlier. We also illustrated two powerful facilities in R-Instat, namely filter to choose a subset of the rows and select to choose a subset of the columns.